Don't know which way to go? Follow this path to an animal science degree. Hi, I'm Nancy Jack, a faculty member and advisor in the Department of Animal Science. I'm going to be your tour guide and show you how to find your way to an animal science degree and perhaps a minor or two. The Animal Science Department offers an optional pre-vet concentration and an equine minor. Any career that is science-based is a good choice for an animal science major. These are some of our recent graduates and their various careers of choice. With an animal science degree, you can choose to go straight into the workforce or on to graduate school, vet school, or medical school. Dr. Youngblood is a veterinarian and Dr. Sarathi is a physician. Let's get started by looking at the organizational structure at the university. When you graduate, you will be able to say with pride that you earned an animal science degree from the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences at the University of Arkansas. I will call it Bumpers College from now on. When we finish the first section of this presentation, you will know how to custom tailor your animal science degree and college career to match your personal interests. In the second section, we will cover internships, honors research, club and team activities, and some scholarship pitfalls to avoid. But right now, let's get started by learning how to read the check sheet. Core classes are on the left, while animal science classes are on the right. Course numbers are designed to provide quick information about each class. The first number represents the class level, from freshman to senior, while the last number represents the number of credits you will earn. While it isn't always possible, it is easier to take classes in order from 1000 level as a freshman to 4000 level as a senior. For example, ANSC 3123, Principles of Genetics, is a junior level class that counts for 3 credit hours. Let's look at your communication intensive requirement. There is an official list of 10 communication intensive classes, 2 of which are offered in the Bumpers College. They are Ag Communications and Crop and Soil Environmental Sciences Colloquium. Either of these courses can also count 2 credits toward another requirement. There is a requirement for you to earn 9 credits within the Bumpers College, but not in animal science. If you choose one of these 2 classes, you will fulfill 2 requirements for the price of 1. We will look more closely at the 9 credit hour requirement in a moment. Now let's focus on the physical and biological sciences section. Any of the chemistries listed in this section are accepted to complete your animal science degree. However, vet schools prefer those listed on the right, and they substitute for those on the left. And speaking of chemistry, here are some tips to ensure you make the best grade possible, which for me in organic was a C. Schedule specific time blocks in your week to study. Remember that most chemistry professors curve grades up at the end of the semester. So what does that mean for you? You should apply yourself all semester. If you give up early because of the grade you think you are making, it's likely to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Start by choosing your professor wisely. Ask other students and your advisor for help. Often our best students work with tutors. 1 and 2000 level classes are fine to take during the summer at community colleges. However, remember that vet schools prefer you to take your 3 and 4000 level science classes at the degree awarding institution. Fortunately, they are offered here every summer. More about summer school later. Now for your fine arts and humanities requirements. You will need to select 1 course from each of the 2 categories, A and B. Again, it's best to network with upper-level classmen and your advisor. Some classes that sound fun and easy simply are not. You only have to take 3 classes from the social sciences section. All are 1 or 2000 level classes. In this section, with careful planning, you can fulfill more than 1 requirement at a time. We will revisit this subject in a moment. Our series of 3 introductory animal science classes are carefully designed to make your upper-level classes easier. All 3 classes are taught from 8:30 to 9:20 a.m. in the same classroom. In the first class, Intro to Animal Science meets Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and ends in 8 weeks. The second 8 weeks of the semester, Introduction to the Livestock Industry is taught on Monday and Wednesday, while Introduction to Companion Animals is taught on Tuesday and Thursday. Think of this series of classes as being like a cafeteria where you will sample a little bit of everything there is to offer while earning the rest of your animal science degree. By very careful design, the animal science faculty hopes that by the end of your first semester, you will know whether an animal science degree is right for you. Your first fall semester, you will probably also take Introduction to Animal Science Lab. This laboratory offers the opportunity for hands-on experience with large animals. Did you know that the vast majority of animal science majors are not from a farm background? That's right, most of our students are from urban or semi-rural areas, and therefore find this laboratory educational and fun. Animal science terminology is emphasized. For example, what's the difference between a ewe and a wether? Or how about a boar and a gilt? All but one of the animal science core classes found at the top right of the column are required for your animal science degree. You have the option of excluding one of the 2 classes we just discussed, Intro to the Livestock Industry or Introduction to Companion Animals. However, keep it in mind that these classes are recommended by advisors for most students. Using our cafeteria analogy again, in animal science core classes you will get a taste of physiology, genetics, nutrition, diseases, and many of the other disciplines of study that make up an animal science degree. Now let's look at your animal science electives. Here the classes get much more discipline specific. They include parasitology, physiology, nutrition, meat science, diseases, and genetics. There are 22 credit hours in this section, but only 13 are required. In other words, you may omit up to 9 credit hours from this section. Or some students choose to take them all and count the extras in the discipline-related elective section. Some of the discipline-related electives are recommended for vet school, like those checked in blue. However, this section only requires 16 credit hours, so no one will be taking them all. Work closely with your advisor to make the best choices based on your interests. Notice, as stated in the bottom right corner, that many other classes can be used to meet your discipline-related electives. Your capstone classes are next. Capstone classes are designed for juniors and seniors. You will use what you've learned about the various disciplines to focus on management and production of a variety of species. For example, in horse production, I cover equine reproduction, nutrition, genetic defects, and so on. Your General Electives section wraps up the requirements for animal science. On your check sheet, look at the right-hand bottom corner for this requirement, as well as important details for graduation. General electives can be used to take anything you like. In fact, you can choose to take dance, art, or golf classes. However, by using your general electives wisely, you have the choice to earn a minor in any field of study. Most minors only require about 18 credit hours of classes. If you choose a minor in the Bumpers College, you may also use 9 of those credits toward the requirement for 9 credits in the Bumpers College from departments other than animal science. Let's look back at the core requirements for social sciences. Notice that 4 Bumpers College classes, checked in blue, are included in your choices. Take a look at Ag Economics 1103 and 2103. They both also count toward a minor in Ag Economics while meeting 2/3 of the social sciences requirements. The Human and Environmental Sciences classes, checked in blue, can work the same way. Another bonus is any of these classes will also count toward those mandatory 9 credit hours that you must earn from Bumpers College departments other than animal science. Add it up, and if you choose this plan, you will be fulfilling 3 requirements at one time. Whether you plan to manage a farm, a vet clinic, or just your own finances, an agriculture business minor is a good choice. Many hard-working professionals have failed financially for lack of education in this field. The equine science minor is designed to fit into your animal science major by simply choosing the required equine classes. The other requirements are classes you will be taking anyway as part of your animal science degree. The final requirement for 3 credits in the elective section is usually also earned by meeting your basic animal science requirements. So what does that mean for you? It means you can earn 2 minors and not take a single extra credit hour by using your general electives as we learned previously. I think this could be fulfilling 4 different requirements at a time, but I'm lousy at math, so don't hold me to that. Anyway, if you decide to pursue any minor, you must register at the service desk of the Bumpers College offices. As an advisor, I consistently urge students to take classes in the summer. It allows most students to take fewer classes in the fall or spring semesters, lightening the load. In a summer school class, you usually go 5 days a week, with no other classes to distract you. For most of us earthlings, this means you simply don't have as much time to forget the information. And best of all, you can take classes that are really hard for you and get them over with in just a few weeks. Consider taking summer classes at community colleges near your home, but be very cautious to do your homework before you take a class to be absolutely sure that it will transfer to the University of Arkansas as the class that you need. This is your responsibility and yours alone. Pre-vet students should be aware that vet schools prefer science classes above the 2000 level be taken at the degree awarding institution. Personally, I think of summer school classes like kissing a pig. If it's unpleasant, just do it quickly and get it over with. So far, we have learned how to custom tailor your animal science degree and college career to match your personal interests. Employers say that work experience is pivotal in their hiring criteria. A job, an internship, or volunteering can help you gain that work experience and build a standout resume. If set up properly, jobs can also serve as an internship, earning you credit in the discipline-related elective section. Ask your advisor how this works. In-house internships during the school year can be worked in around your class schedule. See the list of 3 in-house internships listed on the D.E. King Equine Program website. Or visit with your advisor about many other internships in labs and at the farms. Last but certainly not least, volunteer work is always viewed very positively by employers, vet schools, and graduate schools. The Honors Program provides undergraduate students with a chance to participate in actual research and creative activities beyond the traditional undergraduate experience. Graduating with honors does require ambition and focus, as well as good time management and organizational skills. On the other hand, a very small percentage of students graduate with honors, so choosing this path definitely elevates your resume to a higher level. Now I am going to explain why it is important to join an organization and participate. Most employers would rather you be an active participant and leader in a sport, club, or other activity than have a 4.0 GPA. If that organization is related to your career of interest, all the better. For example, if you want to go to vet school, you should be a member, better yet an officer, in the pre-vet club. Advisor Jeremy Powell has earned his DVM, practiced medicine in a clinic, and earned his PhD as well. Actually, you can call him Dr. Powell. Everything you do in pre-vet club is designed to help you be accepted for an interview to vet school. The acceptance rate for past members is off the charts. It's up to you, so make it happen. Block and Bridle Club includes all species of animals and is a nationally prominent club with links to industry. On their annual trip to the national conference, networking is a major focus. Did you know research shows that networking is the #1 way most people get their jobs? Grab an application from their bulletin board and join this active club today. As a member of the Livestock judging team, you will learn critical thinking and public speaking skills while networking with industry leaders from across the country. To wrap it up, I want to speak to scholarship earners. From experience, I can assure you that many scholarships have been lost by students simply not paying close attention to the rules and regulations. Remember that scholarship rules vary by scholarship, and it's your responsibility to know the renewal rules and regulations. For example, those of you who have earned the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship should be aware that rules differ based on when you first received your initial award. If the initial award was fall 2010 or later, you must earn 12 or more hours your first semester, you must pass at least 15 hours every semester thereafter, and maintain at least a 2.5 GPA each academic year. You only have one chance to make up GPA or hours during summer terms. If your initial award was before fall 2010, you must maintain a 2.75 GPA each academic year. Avoid disappointment by staying informed. By viewing and studying this podcast, you can be armed and dangerous. Each semester before you see your advisor, decide what classes you would like to take the next semester. Be professional and prepared. Be on time for your advising appointment, and make a list of questions you have before advisement. And last but not least, for the truly motivated, you can now create your own custom-tailored 8-semester plan to graduate and make it match your personal interests. Take control and don't count on luck. In my book, luck is variable, while hard work pays off.